All right, hello everybody and welcome to today's webinar, the ultimate Forex toolkit, the indicators and strategies that you need to make money in 2020 and 2021. Everybody, it is a blast to be here with you. Please let me know in chat that you guys can hear me and see me so that we can get the ball rolling and just get the most out of this situation that we can together. Also, I want to know where you guys are trading from. Our last week's winners, they are all over the world. We have people from Great Britain, we have people from Vietnam, from India, from Nigeria, a lot of people from Indonesia. So let me know in chat where you guys are trading from, so that we can know about this multinational community that we have together. So Achira from Sri Lanka, hey, welcome. Mr. Panda, welcome, welcome. Pravin Jawad, hello from India. Anjum Reza, hey, good to see you. Everybody, welcome. If this is your first time to an Elimtrade webinar, you came to the right place at the right time to get everything that you need to get set up and trading in the financial markets. Now, before we get started, let's talk about the Inspiration Challenge that we have going on right now. Elimtrade is celebrating its 6th year anniversary, and we are doing so with style. By topping up your account using the promo code BDAY2, I'm going to write it to you guys in chat. Thank you so much to our lovely moderator for letting me know that you guys can hear me and see me. So BDAY2 is the promo code. I just sent it to you guys in chat. You're automatically signed up when you use that promo code to top up. This week, any earnings that you make when trading the Forex platform, you guys can change it by clicking up here, and then we go to Forex assets. So trading anything out of the Forex assets will automatically go towards your winnings in the competition. Now, the people with the most earnings or profit will win. We're looking for a total of 6 winners this week, and we had 6 winners last week. So over the course of the challenge, a whopping 12 of you guys will take home a bunch of prizes. Now, the prizes include an upgrade to your status, which does a whole bunch of beautiful things for your trading, like give you access down here on the help button. It gives you access to a bunch of trading signals that you guys can use. Also, there are trading strategies that you guys can use here in Insights. Actually, Insights is a great place to go to learn more about trading, more about what's going on in the markets. Here we have forecasts and trends. Oops, this isn't what I wanted. Perfect. So it also gives you better returns on investment, a better status upgrade, and a lot of little neat things, access to special indicators that other people may not have. So lots of perks there. You also get $100 in risk-free trades. You also have an opportunity to get private coaching with some of the best traders in our brokerage, and a whole entire 30% bonus to your next deposit. And guys, the main important thing is that you still have time to participate. If you're thinking that, heck, most of the week went by already, you missed out, you didn't. What's coming this Friday? Guys, please let me know in chat right now the most important event during the month. It's an economic event that people make the majority of their money on. Forex traders make the majority of their money on this event. Today we also have additional prizes to give away to you guys, so if you stick around, you may take home some more prizes. The answer that I'm looking for, you guys, is non-farm payrolls. At the end of the week, you have 4 more days, if counting this one, because Sunday you guys can still trade the cryptocurrency market and still have that opportunity to win, to get yourself into a high ranking position. Now, non-farm payrolls is that one event during the month that there's crazy volatility just because. Now, if you guys remember, I taught you guys 2 days ago a strategy to trading the news. I did that specifically so that you have time to practice it, time to back test it, and then try it out on the non-farm payrolls. Last month, Angie showed some great results. And so if you read the chart correctly, you have a big opportunity to earn some money on these coming non-farm payrolls. You guys are absolutely correct. So Sanji Daniel payroll, Stephen DaCosta, absolutely, you guys, non-farm payrolls, or Norman, as Steve DaCosta likes to call them. So let's get down to business. Today we have Traders Jeopardy, a very unique trading game, in the second half of the webinar. And until then, let me teach you guys how to make some money trading. Listen up. 2 days ago, we talked about buying and holding stocks. I just wanted to share those positions. I'm up over $1,000. So in 2 days, up almost 1,000, I think, is a great result. You guys should also be in Alibaba and Amazon, especially now that the US markets are coming up off a correction. I will teach you guys how to read the broad market to get a sense of when is a good time to enter a position and when is not a good time to enter a position. So stick around. These things I'm about to tell you, they work. You just have to start doing them. All right, you guys? When we are trading, we are looking towards the future. I hope everybody understands that. The price that you see right now for this asset, for the Swiss franc, Japanese yen, that already includes the anticipation that certain money managers and central banks have about the future. The future could be the next few days, weeks, months, whatever. It's priced into the graph and reflected by the desire of market participants like you and I. Let's start. I have these 6 suggestions that will work, that will help whatever stage you're on in your trading career. They will help you get to the next level. These are things that are rarely talked about, but very important. So first is have a back-tested plan ready. Now that may scare some of you right off the bat. Back-tested, what does he mean? What do I need to download and use? And it can be a very simple back test. And the reason for having it is that you don't get lost in your emotions when you are certain or when you have back tested a certain financial strategy, asset indicator, whatever. Basically, you have to scroll your graph back and look at how it interacts with the indicator that you're using. So let's start with, 1998. Excuse me, my graph is huge. I have the monthly graph. It's enough to drop down to, say you're trading on the 1-hour graph, it's all right to go back a few weeks, a few months. If you're trading on the daily graph, it's all right to go back a few years. What we are doing here is looking at the way that, so at the very right side over here, let me move it like this. So we're looking at the very right side of the graph and the way the indicator or the strategy that we're testing, the way it interacts with the graph. Basically, you want confirmation, or you want to have the opposite, say, oh, this is crap and it doesn't work. You want to physically yourself know the answer to that question. So what we have on the graph, just from the last webinar, is 3 moving averages. We have the 20, this is the green one, we have the 50 moving average, which is the blue one, and then we have the gold moving average, which is the 100. And the strategy I taught you guys was that, all right, when the smaller one crosses over a shorter one, or a longer one, excuse me, then we need to buy. If it crosses in the opposite direction, we need to sell. And what do we have here? So right around here, around this candle, if you guys can see it, maybe even 1 day back, we had the cross. The green crossed over the blue. That's a buy signal. Very simple. But would that have made us a bajillionaire? Probably not, because over the next few days, price turned around against us. But you can see that if you opened a trade on this candle, you would have made money during the next candle. So let's theoretically, for the long term, it's a no, because we're on the daily graph. We want to keep positions open for at least a few days if we're trading that size of a Forex tool. So we'll add it into the category. You can physically write this down, or you can use a spreadsheet, whatever. That first signal, it worked. The second signal was somewhere around this candle, and it was a sell signal, but it was kind of hard to tell. But if you were a mechanical trader, right, you just take and do as you have planned, then you would have taken the trade and it would have been a bad one for you. So one, right? We have one trade that worked, one trade that didn't. Let's move on. And this is the process of backtesting. Now we slowly move the graph a little bit down the line again, and what do we have? We have a cross. The shorter moving average crossed over the larger moving average, that's a sell. So right around this candle here, the red one or even the previous one, you sell. And if you would have traded throughout the day, you would have made money. But then watch what the market does. This huge spike would have knocked out anybody that wasn't using my plus 25% to the stop loss. So using that strategy that I taught you guys on Tuesday, you probably would have not gotten the stop loss, but the majority of other people, they would have lost their money on this big spike here. So let's move on a little bit. And we have the next cross right here of the shorter moving average crossing over the longer moving average right around this big candle here. In the next few trading sessions, you would have also gotten a profit. So 2 to 1. I'm going to cut it right here because there's a lot of stuff we want to talk about. That is the simple and yet effective way of doing back testing. You check out the last few months, last few years, and you understand that, all right, there was much more winners than there was losers. If I keep my risk management straight, 2 to 1, I should be good. This business should make me some money. Now, this brings me into the next point where my suggestion to you guys, and listen to the way that we talk about EMA, what are these periods? Thank you for asking that question. That was Stephen DaCosta. There you go. Actually, Stephen DaCosta gave you guys the answer. So I love you guys in chat for, first of all, asking your questions. This is good for you as a student because you get answers and you progress in your learning. And it's good for me as a teacher because then I know where your weaknesses are. But then it's also great that the other people that know the answer, they can help you guys out. Anyways, thank you guys. To you guys, I very much love you. So treat trading, this is number 2. Write this down. This is important. Treat trading as if you are a business owner. Notice the language that I use. It's very important that you guys listen to the small details. You're not at a job. This isn't a job for you, because when you go to a job, there are times when you don't give a crap about what's going on with the business. You come, you get your salary, and then you leave. And whatever happens to the business, it does not affect your personal life at all. Unless it's, there's a crash and you get fired. But you understand what I'm saying. If you are the owner of the business, you care very much so about each and every revenue stream, about each and every loss that you take, about each and every person that comes to work late or is undisciplined. You care. So treat trading as if you are the owner of your own prop trading shop. You may even choose to get other people. If you have a good working strategy, you can get other people to work with you. You can get, your brother, your friends, whoever is capable of trading alongside with you, you can get them interested in trading as well. So treat this is not a hobby. This is not a job. This is you actually wanting to start your own business. Approach it as such and you will have much better success, my friends. Saving enough money. This is another problem. I want to talk about protecting your capital. So many times in chat, I read about a poor guy who lost $3,000 or $2,000. To some people, that is a lot of money. And so one of the key things you need to focus on when you are trading is you need to protect your capital. Saving enough money to have to trade for an account, like some people save for cars. I personally, in my bank account, I have several savings accounts that I use in the event that I lose all of my money in my trading account, so that I can right away fund another trading account to not miss any signals that I may be watching for. So it's important to note that protecting your trading capital is not synonymous with never losing, never having a losing trade. That's not what I mean. All traders have losing trades. Protecting capital means that you're not taking unnecessary risk and doing everything that you can to preserve your trading business. Quickly moving on, you need to become a student of the markets. We have certain special people in chat, SM Study Group, Lee Yan, people that I see every time that I'm doing a webinar. What that means is that these people have become a student of the market. This is a continuing process. As a trader, you need to remain focused on learning more about the world, about the market every day. It may not seem important, but remember that when you understand the markets and all of the little details that go into it, that is a lifelong learning process. There will be new technologies, there will be new companies, and there will be new assets to trade, and you need to learn each and every one of those things. Last one, guys, so that we're not talking so much that I'm making you guys more money. Keep your trading in perspective. Think of it as a big picture. A losing trade should not, look at my trade history. I don't have a perfect trade history. I've lost more during the last few months on FTT than I've made, right? Had some big losses on oil in February. But a lot of that has been made back, and the losses that I do take, they don't knock me out of my calm, of my mind. So once a trader accepts losing as part of the process and winning, it's also important not to get big-headed about winning. Notice that I'm not closing my Forex position and keeping it open. You should be, excited about a successful trading day, but don't overly commit yourself to, a specific asset or a specific trade. If it's going against you, get out. And we'll talk a little bit about this later, but setting realistic goals is an essential part of keeping your trading in perspective. Your business should earn a reasonable amount of money. You should not expect to become a millionaire by Tuesday. You're setting yourself up for failure. So in summary, trading is hard work. And the traders who do have the discipline and the patience to follow these, few simple rules will increase their odds in a very competitive environment, because you can bet the person sitting on the opposite side of a trade is using all of the technology, all of the intellect that they possibly can have against you. So let's talk about the Forex toolkit. What are the tools that you should use in your trading every day in order to make good money? Now, guys, I know that we spend a lot of time talking about technical analysis and a lot of time talking about fundamental analysis, but something that you should be reading every day are these insights here. When you're trading the Forex platform, it seems to me that my platform's a little bit lagging. When you're trading on the Forex platform, you are looking for positions in the long term. You were opening up positions for the long term. So what I mean here, hold on guys, where did I find that tab? You should be, here it is, perfect. So special materials, scrolling all the way down. The reason why this is important is we need to know what is going on right now and what can happen in the near future. So when you're looking at this special materials tab, this is something you guys should all include in your Forex toolkit. You will understand what's going on between different countries. You will have a general understanding about how the coronavirus pandemic is affecting countries, what the stock market situation is like, what specific sectors are doing. So say, what's going on with the oil sector? Are you guys aware that the oil sector is in a slump because the stock market is doing this kind of thing? There's uncertainty in the stock market, so the demand for oil is sliding. That's the reason why the oil market is falling. When you read up on these things and you put these little puzzle clues together, they will help you form an educated trading bias. That's only number one. Number two is use different time frames. This is super important. So I had the Swiss franc, Japanese yen. What does this look like, guys, right? So we are on the daily graph. This looks like a reversal, correct? This is a reversal. We're getting bullish, or excuse me, we're getting bearish, correct? Is this what's going on? Let me show you how that can be deceiving a little bit. So if we move up the time frame to somewhere around a week or maybe 7 days, or excuse me, a month, what is the situation actually like? We're in a flat and we're at the very top of a flat. So of course, a little bit further down movement is what is going to be expected from this currency pair. But you would not know so if you were trading, say, an hourly graph or even a daily graph. So the next thing that I want to recommend you guys do is use several time frames. This is very important. If you can, on a bigger time frame like this, if you can cut out one of the possibilities, what do we have to do? We only have to buy or sell. So there's a 50-50 chance you'll be correct right off the bat. But if you can eliminate one of the sides, so say if we're in a dedicated uptrend, trading on, say, an index like the Dow Jones, you want to eliminate, because this is incredibly hard to catch, guys. These shots down, let me just jump down to a smaller time frame. Right? This index, in the majority of the way it works, ignoring the top of the start of the month, is a bullish index. So what you want to do is look to capture positions off of key levels of support, right? We want to open up positions only going up. This is one of the strategies that I use. If I'm trading an index, I'm trading a solid, good index from an economically sound country, I'm obviously only looking for buy positions, only looking to enter those ups. Monitor the broad market. This is one of the best kind of suggestions that I can give you guys. We're trading, I know a few guys that trade stocks exclusively on the ASX, the Australian Stock Exchange. They are millionaires. They live on the beach. They live the lifestyle that I certainly would like to live as well. And they trade based on what's going on in the US markets. So if the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones is having a bullish run, then they start buying up Australian companies that provide some sort of business, either internationally or specifically to the United States. Another example is if you're trading, say, the British pound in any of its crosses, you're trading the British pound. Another market that you should be watching about what's going on is the FTSE 100. What is going on in the country? Now, after a little while, you'll start to understand correlations. I will give you one right now. As the FTSE 100 falls, the British pound grows. So they have a reverse correlation. And that's pretty much the same for the United States. If the US dollar is falling, their stock market is growing, and vice versa. As the stock market falls, the US dollar grows. So those are correlations. Write them down. You have to memorize them and know them, but they will help you make quick decisions when news comes out and you need to compare a few graphs and a few different moving parts, a few factors. Another correlation or another tool that you guys can use in your trading, in the indices column we have, or I think it's only an FTT, in the indices we have the basic dollar index. So you want to have a look at what the US dollar is doing compared to a basket of other currencies. Now, I believe this includes the euro, the British pound, the Swiss franc, the Norwegian krona, and the British pound. So British pound, yen, franc, krona. There's 5 of them, but the majority of the weight goes to, of course, the euro dollar. So please do use these additional market indexes to give you an understanding of where price is going. If the US dollar is in a prolonged downtrend like we had here for the majority of the summer, what do you guys need to be doing? You need to be buying currencies that are strong, like the commodity currency complex, Australian dollar, Russian ruble, Canadian dollar, and you need to be selling the US dollar in any of those crosses. So that's what I mean by combining fundamental analysis and a few other layers. I haven't even looked at a naked graph yet, and I already have a bias. I already have an understanding of what assets are moving and what trade I want to take. That's kind of the insight that I want to give you over my almost 10 years of trading, of working in the financial sphere. So now that we've gotten down, all of the behind the curtains, all of the intellectual work you need to do as a trader, let's drop down to the graph. Let's have something super basic. So first of all, how do you remove indicators? I want to show you guys what to use when we're trading in a flat. So we want to click the indicator button. and then click customizable indicators. You guys see that I have 3 EMAs. I want to go ahead and close all of them. You have to click on the indicator itself and then click delete. I'm sure it's something that you guys would have learned already, but if you're totally new, it may be overwhelming if you already have an indicator on there. And then I want to open up the Bollinger Bands. I'm going to keep it at 20 and 2. Excuse me. And I'm looking for the franc yen. Now, both of these currencies are reserve currencies, so they don't really fluctuate that much. So they've been in a flat since 2017. But basically, this is what the Bollinger Band does: is it tells you when we have a spike out, whenever we reach the outside of the indicator, that very soon there's going to be a turnaround. There's nowhere that price just falls and falls indefinitely. As you guys can see here, this is 5 hours or 6 hours of trading right here, and then price jumped to the extremity. Again, we hung around the extremity. Man, that's also a really long period. This may be a poor currency to share this strategy with, but where else do we have a flat, you guys? I'll let you guys pick the market. So saying here, guys, this is what I mean by using Bollinger Bands to trade in a flat. So gold has been in a flat for the last 2 days, 2 or 3 days. How do you trade it? When we leave the indicator, the next candle to make a substantial move lower, right? It can be this candle here. You guys need to sell that asset. So here we're selling, and then when we touch the extremity on the next big candle, unfortunately, this is also an indicator that needs to be back tested. This big old candle would not have given you enough time, but you can use the Bollinger Band on a smaller time frame, say the 15-minute time frame, to better pinpoint the extremities. This is a fine balance. The longer your time frame, the more reliable your trade signals are. But when you're trading in a flat, using the Bollinger Bands to catch those moves can earn a substantial income throughout the day. If this is what you do for 6 to 8 hours a day as you trade, trading the Bollinger Band gives you an opportunity to look at the graph, look at the different assets for about 10-15 minutes, and then turn off the graph and come back in an hour or two. So that's the power of the Bollinger Bands. When we have a trending market, let's have a look at a trending market. Let's say the NASDAQ. So very much trendy. Let me jump up to a higher time frame around the hour. Get rid of the Bollinger Bands indicator and turn on the Ichimoku cloud. This is something that I taught you guys at the start of the year, and some of our other analysts have picked it up as well. The Ichimoku cloud is one of the better all-encompassing indicators for a trending market. It not only gives us moving average lines to use as a level of support and resistance. This is actually a really crazy market on the hourly graph. See how the red moving average is touched very often and used as a level of support to bounce off from. This is one of the ways you can use it. In a very steep market, it'll use the even quicker moving average. I believe it's a period of 9, and this one is a period of 21. 26, excuse me, 9 and 26. So this is the indicator that I use to quickly have a look at the daily graph, look at what price action has just done and what kind of position I should be looking to open in that specific index class. So if I'm trading the NASDAQ, I'm looking specifically at tech stocks that I want to trade. Really quick, really effective, back tested by me personally, proven to work. So another strategy that you guys can use. And the beautiful thing about the Ichimoku cloud is that when we do have a shift of trend, like here, guys, have a look at this. When we do have a change of trend, so we're going down and we trade below the Ichimoku cloud, that's another signal that now we're going through some major changes. If we drop through the Ichimoku cloud, that's a reversal signal. And hey, I'm absolutely fine with fading stocks or taking my trade in the opposite direction. So if I made some money buying and there's a trade signal to sell, I'm all right with selling the asset as well. So you guys should be too. And the last piece of advice before we move on to Trader's Jeopardy is going to be from my good mentor, Ray Dalio. He's a billionaire hedge fund manager. I think he's retired now. He said a very important thing that I have remembered for all of my trading career. He said, focus on your losses more than you focus on your winners. So what that means is that if you have a losing trade, if you're looking at your history and you see that the CAD yen is down $200, $250, you need to focus all of your attention on the CAD yen. If it gives you more and more signals that it has turned away from you, you need to close the trade by hand before it touches your stop loss level. I hope that makes sense. We as human beings have the desire to kind of protect ourselves from pain. And looking at your losing trade brings you pain, so you want to forget them. You want to forget them and think, oh, the world is beautiful, but it's not, right? I mean, it is, but when you're losing, it's not beautiful, and you need to focus on that. You need to use that pain to make a better judgment decision. Say, maybe I'll step out of the trade and then come back in when, the position reverses. So without further ado, you guys, let's get the party started. So let's play some Trader's Jeopardy. How this game works, I'll tell you guys real quick what the rules are. Basically, I'm going to click one of these buttons. The first person to answer correctly when the question pops up, be fast, be first in chat. The first one to type the answer and the first one that we see on the list will be the winner. He will earn that quantity of points. And the 6 people with the most amount of points, they will get risk-free trades. They will get prizes. So all you guys have to do is read the question quickly, answer in chat real quick, and we'll add up the points for you. If you are consistently making correct answers, don't forget to write your account number in chat right away so that we can add you and add those points to your account when we tally everything up. All right, so without further ado, I already see winners from our last game in chat, so you guys maybe let some of the beginners give them a little bit of a head start. So without further ado, let's have a look at Forex for 100. I'll just start it off easy, and then we'll get the first person to answer it. They will pick then the next question. So get ready, please. The question reads, what is the most popular currency pair on the Forex market? I've said this a few times before. There's an asset, a currency pair that is the most popular because it trades between the two economic superpowers of the West, but also because it is the most liquid asset. Everybody needs both of these currencies, and so they are the most popular. So Lee Yan is absolutely correct with Euro USD. So Lee Yan taking home 100 points. Please go ahead and let us know what the next question is going to be. The answer is Euro dollar. Perfect. So Lee Yan, why don't you let us know what you would like the next part to be, and I will let people answer. The pound dollar was the most popular currency before the euro was created in 1997. Forex for 200, Lee Yan says. But then after the creation of the European Union, the combined economic force of all those nations obviously outweighed the British pound. The question is, what is the minimum multiplier available on the Olymp Trade platform, OTP? What is the minimum multiplier available on the Olymp Trade platform? Now remember, guys, different assets have different multipliers. Rekasan is not correct. Certain assets that are very risky or very volatile, they have a smaller multiplier. So Lee Yan is also correct. It is a 1x. Lee Yan, did you get the answers from somewhere? I did not leave them on the internet. This is good job, Lee Yan. So she is correct, 4x1. So please go ahead and ask the next category. The bigger the multiplier, what is the multiplier, by the way? It is That's exactly what it says. It multiplies your trade amount. The reason is Forex pairs sometimes move as little as 0.01% a day. So sometimes very, very little volatility, but we have to eat, we have to make money. And so the multiplier basically expands, it multiplies your trade amount. So whether it goes up or down, you will suffer either losses or you will make that additional amount. So Lee Yan, Forex for 300. Thank you. The question is, what is a point? It is what is a point? On the graph, when you see a 1 point move, what is that? What is 1 point? Um, this is a term that is loosely used in the financial markets. When trading stocks, a point means a different thing when you're trading the Forex pair. So it can mean different things. If nobody gets the correct question, we'll just move on to the next category, the next price point. So what is a point? The last digit in the quote after the decimal point. So unfortunately, nobody got that, but this is a more difficult question, a more technical question. So some of you new traders may not have gotten it. So just like I promised, we're going to continue on the Forex platform. So Leanne, Forex for 400. Get ready, please. Which currencies are traditionally considered safe havens? Now, we haven't touched upon this because the world has been going crazy with the coronavirus pandemic, and even the safe haven currencies got affected by it. But traditionally, there are two countries that are considered safe havens due to their neutrality. They have a political and political neutrality, and also because they are financially stable countries. So which currencies are safe havens? Steve DeCosta, you are so close, my friend. The Aussie dollar is not a safe haven. Amir, you're quite possibly correct. The U.S. dollar is one of the. So guys, I need two. There are two answers that I'm looking for. The first person that gets both of them is going to be the correct person. So yen is one of them. Absolutely correct. Come on, guys. Who's got it first? Nobody can seem to get. There we go. There we go. So I think I have the first correct answer. Where is it? Basuyev Sikder. Please help me in chat, my dear friend, who got the correct answer. It is Swiss franc and Japanese yen. I do want to see who got it first, though, so that I can ask them to pick the next question. Both Japan and Switzerland are neutral. They are military neutral. They are financially neutral. They do not force embargoes on people. They do not. So I do think it's Basudev Sikder answered dollar, yen, and franc. I'm taking that answer as the correct one. Basudev Sikder. If you can, sir, please go ahead. Let us know what category and what price you would like to hear the next question from. So Basudev Sikder. Please go ahead and let us know the next question. Eda Avatar, did I really miss? You wrote CHD, JPY. Unfortunately, CHD is not CHF. CHF, yes. Gold, silver, no, incorrect. Euro, USD, gold. No, unfortunately, you did not get it correct. So, Basudev Sikder plus 400. Basudev Sikder, please go ahead and pick the next category so that we can keep the ball rolling. So the Japanese yen in the last little while, they were hit exceptionally hard by the coronavirus, and it has taken so I'm going to pick the next category because unfortunately we can't wait forever for Mr. Basudev Sikder to make his question. I'm going to go with a limb trade for 100, guys. The question reads, what is the second week's challenge promo code. So let's hear it in chat. Drum roll, guys. What is the sorry, Basudev, unfortunately, I can't wait forever for you to make up your mind. So we are going for a limb trade 100. B-Day 2, Leanne, you got it. Just taking home prizes, hey? So Basudev Signature for 400. This is plus 100 for Leanne. Good job. Leanne, please go ahead and choose the next category. Yeah, that's right. So Steve DaCosta, he did give the first hint. You were absolutely correct on one of those for sure. A limb trade 200. Good stuff. A limb trade for 200. The question is, how many total winners will there be at the end of the Inspiration Challenge? How many total winners will there be at the Inspiration Challenge? Yeah, she's really fast, hey? I got that super premium internet connection and that mechanical keyboard to just pound those keys and click that enter button. Maybe she even uses Google Talk and she's like, boom. Absolutely correct. There are 12 at the end of the Inspiration Challenge, guys. Remember that the Inspiration Challenge is 2 weeks long and it is dedicated to FTT and Forex. Both weeks are different assets. So Leanne is correct. Absolutely getting another 200 question or another 200 points. Leanne, please go ahead and pick the next question. Guys, remember that all of you still have an opportunity to win, and because we need 6 winners when we come to the last few questions, I'm going to take the second person. If Leanne answers correctly, then it's going to be Forex for 500. Let's do it. 5, 6. The question reads, what is currency devaluation? Guys, what is currency devaluation? A currency can devalue from the political situation, geopolitical, if other countries are putting sanctions on a currency. It can devalue if they are an exporting currency or a country of natural resources. Say Russia is a raw exporter of oil, and if the price of oil falls, then the Russian ruble falls. So what is currency devaluation? And price decrease. Congratulations, Shubhan Jaiswal. Where did I see it? Shubham Jaiswal. Price decrease. You were absolutely correct, my friend. It's the weakening of the currency. So price decrease is the correct answer. I'm going to ask this gentleman for the account number. So Shubham Jaiswal, please go ahead and give us the next question. Actually, Shubham just won 500. Shubham Jaiswal. 500. That puts you in second place. Guys, this is why you should not give up, because the next Bhuvesh Sharma. Look at these guys. They Googled that. I love it when people just Google it real quick and put our the Google answer. So Shubham Jaiswal, limb trade for 300. Thank you so much for being quick on giving us that. How can you view 2 different assets on the same screen at the same time? So this is talking about the OTP platform in the web browser, or the one that you can download, the platform. How can you view 2 different assets on the screen at the same time? The questions are done in such a way that it's tricky sometimes, and even if you're really smart and you know the platform well, you'll still have to go back and check it out. So Steve DaCosta, I do believe you have the correct answer. Split screen option. Steven DaCosta, welcome into the Winners Club. You have won 300. Steven DaCosta, please go ahead and let us know what the next question will be. It's very important to use the split screen for the trade strategy that I showed you guys today. When you're looking at a broad market indicator, that is where you can where you can make use of this technology to monitor both throughout the day. If there's a huge spike in the price of oil, more than likely a few answers, or a few minutes later, we will have the same spike. So Ollie 400, Ollie 400. And the question is, what is the commission charged for opening a trade on FTT? What is the commission charged for opening a trade on FTT? Let's see who gets this one correct. It's very important that you guys start to understand the commission structure, where you guys are trading, how much you're being charged for each trade, how much the overnight commission is when you're owning Forex assets. All right, we have the correct answer. It is Galvar Kumar with the correct 0%. You are absolutely correct, my friend. So Gaurav Kumar, it is 0%. Please go ahead and choose the next option. So Gaurav also made it on the leaders board with a whopping 400. Gaurav Kumar, good job. Gaurav Kumar with the 0%. Good job, buddy. Financial assets for 300. Did we already have financial assets for 300? Sorry, one sec, you guys. Technology is just not my friend today. Let's go with financial assets for 300. What is the measure of an index? What is the unit of measure of an index? The answer was in a question we already had today. The answer was in a question that we had today. Unit of measure of an index. What is the unit of measure of an index? Point. That is correct. Vasanth Pendarugaran. Absolutely correct. Vasanth Pandurangan. 300. Vasanth Panduragan. Durangan. 300. Good job, buddy. That's correct. It is point. You're using points to measure the index. Come on. Oh, man. So, guys, it looks like our game is over. We have our 6 winners, and I will voice them in chat. So, guys, right now, I need you guys to pay attention. So, Leanne is in Leanne is in first place. Leanne, please write your account number in chat. Basudev Sigder, you are tied for, Shubham Jaywal, you are the number 2 winner. Please go ahead and write your account number in chat. And then tied for second place, we have Basundev Sigder with 400, and also Gaurav Kumar for 400. And for fifth and sixth place, we have Stephen DaCosta and Vasant Panduragan. You guys, congratulations to you. It actually takes a lot of speed and perfect and luck to get this far. But you guys did a really good job in providing the correct answers as fast as possible. You guys deserve these risk-free trades. So go ahead, please write your account numbers in chat, and I will have a look at your questions if there are any left. For those of you that did not win today, please do not worry. We very often give out random free stuff. Sometimes all you have to do is leave a comment and you will be chosen. Sometimes you participate in a little game during one of our webinars. But all the time, Trade is giving back to the community in the form of educational videos, insights, market knowledge that you may be lacking or needing to provide a balanced trade decision. So I'm going to have a look at the start of the webinar, see if there's any questions that I missed from you guys. If not, I will leave up the intro video so that you guys can share your account IDs. Keep in mind that in about a few minutes we are going to be closing the webinar. So if you did not have a chance to write your account number in chat, you can go ahead and do so in the comments section and we will watch it later. We want to remind you guys that the winners will be tallied up on Sunday night, so you have an opportunity to earn on the non-farm payrolls, top up your account using B-Day 2, and try trading the non-farm payrolls. It will work in your favor if you understand where the trend is going. What you want to do is kind of give it 1 or 2 minutes for the robots and investors to process the information. If there's a 20% difference in the positive direction, you want to buy dollar denominated assets. If the non-farm payrolls are a dud, and if there's very few new jobs created, that will cause the US dollar to fall even further, or to fall from the little correction that it's been doing, and you should sell. How long should you hold these trades? About 15 minutes to a half an hour. You want to capture the majority of the move and then get out. Basically, that's the strategy behind it. No randomizer for today, you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I hope this I hope this knowledge makes you guys some money. I wish you guys good luck in the challenge, good luck in your trading, and together with the Limp Trade, we want to see you guys next time. Peace.